Mic check. Your boy is back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sana IE. First off, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day and tuning into the show. I appreciate you. Without this podcast, none of this is possible. Every episode, I try to bring facts and information and new knowledge to us as a society, us as a culture. So if you're listening right now, I appreciate you tuning in, spreading this knowledge, spreading the word. If you haven't been spreading the podcast, share it with a friend, share it with a coworker, share it with your family members, and whatever notes or knowledge you get from this episode, share it with your family too, and have certain discussions with your peers and your family, whether it's dealing with financial literacy, whether it's dealing with mental health, whether it's dealing with just life, anything that you're dealing with, maybe they can help you out with, and just always have that open conversation with them and just be open and vulnerable and have those conversations on a weekly basis so you can see where you're at and where they're at. Because, if you care about somebody, you're going to check in on their well-being. So with that being said, welcome to Sana IE. I'm your host, XO. And man, last episode with Veronica Amajoy, I don't know where to start. If you haven't heard the episode, go back and tune back. It's episode 2. And it's her discussing her trials and tribulations from starting out at Howard University, getting her biology degree, then transferring a few years later and going to University of Redlands to get her MBA, then finding out while getting her MBA, she was diagnosed with stage 3 metastatic breast cancer. So check the episode out. It's very insightful, very knowledgeable. She discusses, the topic that we've been discussing throughout all the seasons, time versus money, and her perception or her answer on that is very deep too. So check that out. Last episode, Trials and Tribulations. Let me know what you think. Leave a review. Leave a 1 through 5 star review on Apple Podcasts if you have it. I appreciate y'all. But let me get started with today's show. I got my quotes of the day. And with this episode, a lot of people's been asking me for Netflix recommendations. So, of course, I'm a man of the people. And I got let me see, I'm looking now. I got 10 that I wrote out, but I've been watching I'm watching a show that just dropped. So I'm going to hit y'all with a bonus one too. But let me get started with my quotes of the day. My first quote is, "Tomorrow is tomorrow. Today is today. Worry about one at a time." That goes deep for me, and with that being because I'm always focused on the future, focused on what's ahead instead of being present in the moment. And that's what it's just trying to tell us, be present in the moment. What's happening is happening. Don't get too caught up in it. Don't get too enthralled in it. Trust yourself, trust your journey, and just be grateful for the present moment that you're in. Because today is today. Worrying about tomorrow will lose the benefits of today or the blessings that you have within this day or the knowledge that you will receive in this day. So worry about today only versus worrying about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to come. Tomorrow's going to happen. But worrying about and focusing on today and what you can accomplish and do today, yeah. And then once the day ends and it becomes nighttime, then you can worry about tomorrow. But focus on the day at hand, the task at hand, versus looking ahead into the future, looking ahead to next week, looking ahead to next month. Be present in the moment that you're in right now. Once again, the first quote is, "Tomorrow is tomorrow. Today is today. Worry about one at a time." My next quote is, "I'm thankful for nights that turn into mornings, friends that turn into family, and dreams that turn into reality." Man, and I love that too. Love that quote, and I'm really thankful for those nights too. Those nights that turn into mornings. You can reflect back those long nights that turn into early mornings that you just stayed up with your friends partying, or y'all stayed up talking, or you stayed up trying to crush a midterm or an essay or something of that nature. And those nights you're just thankful for because they taught you something within that moment. Maybe you didn't get the lesson in that moment, but as you reflect back now, you're thinking about, damn, them long nights, early mornings, I'm really grateful for them because I spent time with my friends. As I think about it now, the biggest thing that comes to me, the late night, early mornings, as far as fun wise, is grad night. I know we all went to grad night. I went to Disneyland, just being up all night, partying with your friends, man, blowing that whole 4 years, or even college, you in college and having those reunions or the homecoming, partying homecoming, having them long homecoming weeks with your alumni. So stuff like that, or even when you're working on a project, like I said, working on an essay, trying to get a midterm, cramming and all that, those long nights you're thankful for, as well as friends that turn family. I have friends now that's listening to this that turn family, and I'm grateful for them. I'm reflecting back, and we've been friends for like a decade now. Who would have thought at the time that we'd have been friends for this long? But I've learned so much from them. They inspired me, they motivated me, and they taught me. And that's when they became family over time, and they're still family to this day. And as well as those dreams that turn into reality. I was dreaming about a podcast, it became a reality. There was dreams that you'd be dreaming about, that constant reminders on your mind. The dreams that you have, they're there for a reason. So put them to use, put the action to use, and see how can you make this dream into reality. But once again, the quote is, I'm thankful for the nights that turn into mornings, friends that turn into family, and dreams that turn into reality. I'm gonna give y'all a brief break, and then we're gonna get on with the Netflix recommendations. Thank you for tuning in to Sana IE. So my Netflix recommendations, I'm gonna start off with Lupin. It's a great show. I love the plot. Main character is basically trying to avenge his father's reputation and his family's reputation overall. And the way he goes about it is really dope as hell. So check it out if you like a great show with a great theme. And I just found out they dropping another season soon. So check out the show Lupin on Netflix. My next up would be a movie that I recommend, The Vanished. The Vanished. That movie right there is a total mind fuck. Like, you'll be so deep into the movie, into the end, they hit you with that. Just check it out, trust me. You'll be like, oh, hell nah. But it's a must watch if you like thrillers and that movies that really play with your mind. Check out The Vanished. My next up is number 3. This would be a show recommended by my friend Gio. She listening to this. Shout out to Gio for this one. She recommended Cursed, and Cursed is fucking incredible. I think about that one, I love the graphics of that show. The graphics with that show are just freaking vivid, and the gore and all that, I just love it. It's a sci-fi show with a good storyline, basically talking about the medieval times right before King Arthur, and how that the Sword and the Stone is basically was. Just check it out. I ain't gonna reveal too much about it. And then my next up, number 4, is a show as well. LA's Finest. If you've seen LA's Finest, then you know the vibes with that one. It's a spinoff of Bad Boys with Sid, aka Gabrielle Union, partnering up with Jessica Alba and really trying to avenge how she was kidnapped in the. If you've seen Bad Boys 2, how she was kidnapped in the movie, and really trying to find the dude that really broke her. So for every episode, it gets deeper and deeper to the story. So LA's Finest, if you want something to binge watch on Netflix. My next one is another show. It's Bad Blood. If you love action and a Godfather type mafia show, check it out. That one deals with, I think, the drug trade in Canada. Another movie that I got on my list is A Cutthroat City. And with the synopsis of that one is, after Hurricane Katrina, a young man and his friends turns to crime. You know, the city, Hurricane Katrina wiped out the city, so a group of friends and the young man really turned to crime, started dealing drugs and really trying to, like the title says, a cutthroat city. It's like it's cutthroat. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Next up, number 7. If you like a good ass documentary about, I want to say, the fame side of things, like a man who really brought a lot of popular names to music, to sports, to music, sports, fashion, and entertainment. Check out The Black Godfather. It's basically the life of Clarence Avant. Honestly, I watched this documentary and I was just fascinated. Every minute of that documentary is just so intriguing by the lives he's touched, the people he's helped, and what he inspired, the inspiration and the motivation behind the documentary, as well as he didn't really know what his purpose was. He just fell into his purpose and continuously fell into his purpose over and over and over again. So check out The Black Godfather. Trust me, you'll like that. And what else is up? Next, another documentary is Black History Month. So, check out the documentary Who Killed Malcolm X. And another one is documentary Who Shot the Sheriff. Basically in 1976, Bob Marley survived an assassination attempt, but by who? Dun dun dun. So yeah, check out those two documentaries, Who Killed Malcolm X and Who Shot the Sheriff. Next up, I got an action movie for you. It's called The Marauders. And basically, this is number 10. Dang, we went down real quick. Number 10, The Marauders, basically a series of high-stakes thefts at banks owned by a corrupt millionaire, sparks an FBI agent to suspect a sinister plan behind the thefts. And that movie, start to finish, straight, nothing but action. If you like action movies, you need something to watch with a great story plot, check out The Marauders on Netflix. And I told you I got a couple of bonuses. Bonus. The first one, comedy stand-up specials. Hilarious. Check out Tiffany Haddish's They Ready. Comedy. I'm still in the process of watching it, but every episode is just hilarious. She basically bringing up her friends throughout the years that really she connected with and had that bond with, and she's bringing them up on stage and giving them that spotlight because in her eyes they're headliners and they never got that notoriety. So she's bringing them out, and trust me, every episode, every comic is funny and hilarious. You will laugh your ass off. So check out Tiffany Haddish's They Ready. And then, I love true crime myself, so a big true crime doc that I recommend right now that I've been fascinated with is called Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. Check that out. And my last but not least, one of my favorite all-time hilarious comedy shows ever, that's up there with The Office in my book. If you love a comedy show, you need a comedy to watch, to binge watch. There's 7 seasons, man. I think 8 seasons of it. I don't know, but this show is hilarious. It's called Schitt's Creek. Check it out. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Comedy, every episode is hilarious. But let me give you a quick rundown of the shows I just listed. The shows, the movies, and the documentaries I just listed. Number 1, Lupin. Number 2, the movie Vanished. Number 3, a show called Cursed. Number 4, another show called LA's Finest. Number 5, a show called Bad Blood. Number 6, a movie called A Cutthroat City. Number 7, The Black Godfather, which is a documentary. Number 8 is Who Killed Malcolm X, a documentary. Number 9, Who Shot the Sheriff, with Bob Marley. His birthday just passed, so check that out for him. It's another documentary, action movie, The Marauders. And if you want some the bonus ones, my comedy stand-up, check out Tiffany Haddish's They Ready. True crime documentary, Crime Scene: The Vanishing of the Cecil Hotel, or even I was checking out The Night Stalker too, and that involves with this, that ties in with this documentary too. So if you want to check out the Night Stalker, then watch this one. I recommend that too. And last but not least, check out Schitt's Creek on Netflix. All these are on Netflix, and I highly recommend each show. I'm gonna give you a brief break, and I'll be right back with Sana IE. All right. So we got, I got a few little fun facts. One of them is why you shouldn't eat before bed. They all correlate with each other, but it's like, it says if you eat before bed, you don't sleep. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I do sleep. If I eat before bed, I sleep great. Well, it's breathfully saying your body doesn't sleep. You may pass out for 8 hours, but your body isn't sleeping since all your digestive organs are working at full power. If you like me, I know myself personally, I'm always eating late night eating really way before bed or right before bed when I shouldn't. And I'm trying to discipline myself on that, because eating before bed is, we all know that ain't right, but we still do it. So that's what I've been working on myself. And it says when you leave 4 to 5 hours before bed, between your last meal, which I usually what I'm trying to do. So like, let's say you eat at 6 and you go to sleep at like 10 or 11. That's like the perfect time. That's why I like most of the majority of the people, dinner time is normally around like 5 or 6 p.m. So you can get that time to digest your food between bed and your last meal. And it says you'll have better sleep, have enhanced dreams, and your cells will undergo a more extensive repair cycle overnight. So I've been doing a case study on myself, and like I said, really been disciplining myself on eating not right before bed or leaving that time gap before bed. Like I said, it's 4 to 5 hours before bed, so you can sleep, have a better sleep. You don't want your body up all night digesting food as you're trying to sleep. You waking up, you feeling all groggy, you have that brain fog, and you're just not feeling it. You feel me? So why not do a case study on yourself? You listen to this right now, see how you feel. You do that cutoff time. If you normally eat like around right before bed, an hour or two before bed, see how 4 to 5 hours work. And let me know. Leave it in reviews or hit us up on social media at Sana'i Podcast or any social media platform. Let us know how you feel, even if it's on Twitter. Tweet us and let us know, like, yo, I did a case study on myself and I feel better, or I did the case study and I still feel the same. But I believe you're going to feel better because you're eating that 4 to 5 hours before bed, leaving that time gap. You get an enhanced dream, you're sleeping better, and your cells getting properly repaired. Another fun fact, for hundreds of years, we only ate one meal a day. From the Westerns to the Romans to the Europeans, they all ate one meal a day in the middle of the day because that's when the most natural light was available for cooking. With the exception of farmers and laborers, we woke up early and typically woke up early and grabbed like a snack from the leftovers from the night before. But they were everybody was set on that one meal a day in the middle of the day, which is like noon. Most Westerners owe breakfast to the long and early work hours of the Industrial Revolution. But so yeah, that's a quick fun facts. And then me, I want to get to the real facts. It's Black History Month, and I got some Black History facts for you guys, just to discuss some Black History facts and key dates. And I want to start with February 9th, 1952, Arthur Ralph Ellison's novel Invisible Man wins the National Book Award. Then February 9th, 1971, Leroy Satchel Paige is inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And then in February 9th, 1995, Bernard Harris, an African-American astronaut, takes the spacewalk. That shit is so dope. Then we go to February 10th. Let's see, what key date? Oh, this is the biggest key date. After 12 days of debate and voting on 125 amendments, the U.S. House of Reps passed the Civil Rights Act of 1964 by a vote of 290 to 130. Damn! But if you didn't know that is like a big fun fact. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, and it passed on February 10th, 1964. So if you didn't know that, now you know. Another Black History key date, February 10th, 1966, economist Andrew Bremer is appointed to the Federal Reserve Board. Then February 11th, 1961, we're going to flip-flop with the years, but February 11th, 1961, Robert Weaver was sworn in as administrator of the Housing and Home Finance Agency, the highest federal post to date by a Black American. That is deep, man. We have a lot of key dates, a lot of Black History facts, a lot of Black History dates. I'm gonna just read up to today. You feel me? Today in the past history of the key dates. So that's what happened on February 11th. Where we at next is February 12th, 1865. Henry Highland Garnet, first Black to speak in the Capitol, delivered memorial sermon of the abolishing of slavery at services in the House of Reps. February 11th, 1976, Clifford Alexander Jr. confirmed as a Black Secretary of the United States Army. February 12th, 1909, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, was founded. The call for the organizational meeting was issued on the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birthday by 47 whites and 6 blacks. That's very interesting. February 12th, 1948, First Lieutenant Nancy C. Lefnit became the first black accepted in the regular Army Nursing Corps. And we're going to February 13th, 1923, the first black professional basketball team, the Renaissance, was organized. February 13th, 1957, Southern Christian Leadership Conference organized at New Orleans, meeting with Martin Luther King Jr. as the president. February 13th, 1970, the New York Stock Exchange admits its first black member, Joseph Surlees. Then we go to February 14th. Frederick Douglass, the great emancipator, is born in February 14th, 1817. February 14th, 1867, Morehouse College, organized in Augusta, Georgia. The institution was later moved to Atlanta. New registration law in Tennessee abolished racial discriminations in voting. And February 14th, 1936, National Negro Congress organized at Chicago, a meeting attended by 817 delegates representing more than 500 organizations. February 15th, 1848, Sarah Roberts, barred from White School in Boston. Her father, Benjamin Roberts, filed for the first school integration suit on her behalf. And there you have it, people. The Black History Facts, the Black History key dates from that last week and this week up to today, February 15th. So I had to lay those key dates down up to those. And I'll have more on next episode. Next episode, I'm going to hit y'all with a Fun Fact Friday episode, some knowledge. And then I'm going to get back to the interviews, man. Has to take a week off. A lot of people have been requesting the Netflix recommendations, as well as some Black History facts and Black History key dates. And y'all know I threw the fun facts in for y'all. But I'm going to give y'all a brief break, and I'm going to hit y'all with the recap of today's show. Appreciate y'all tuning in to Sana IE. If you're loving the show so far, leave a review, share this with a friend, send this to a friend, send this to a coworker, family member, anybody that you think it would be useful for. Share it on your Facebook, social media feeds, anywhere you can share it from me. I'll greatly appreciate it. And thank you. I'll be right back with Sana IE. Recap. Man, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in, listening to today's show, being consistent listeners, being there with me on this journey. This episode really discussed the Netflix recommendations that are recommended, as well as the Black History key dates between from last week up to today within our Black History. And some of the stuff are related to our spoke about. I didn't even know myself. So just doing the research on anything within Black History is fascinating to me. But let me get to the quotes of the day. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Share this with a friend. Like the show, subscribe, review. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave a review. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star review. Whatever it is, whatever floats your boat. Leave a review for your boy, man. Thank you for tuning in. As well as I'm working on the website. I've been discussing this, but I've transitioned to just creating a whole website just for the podcast. So as you leave a review, you can go on the website too and check out the reviews that's been left on the show. You can go straight to the website and listen to the shows. I'll put the link in this in the episode description, so you guys can look and really just start going there and listening to the show and supporting the page. As well as if you want to sponsor the show, there's the sponsorship tab on there as well. So man, I've been working on the like I said, the website, and it's up, and I'm still working on it, going through the kinks and everything. If you've been following us on IG, you know that I put a poll out just to see what y'all thought about the website so far. But as I go on, it's keep getting built and I'm adding on new things to it. So let's get to the quotes of the day. The first quote was tomorrow is tomorrow, today is today. Worry about one at a time. Focus on today. Focus on focus on today. That's what it really comes down to. Focus on today, not tomorrow. Focus on tomorrow when the night comes. Another quote is I'm thankful for the nights that turn into mornings, friends that turn into family, and dreams that turn into reality. I feel like that quote is self-explanatory. You see the dog is barking for it too, like, oh, I love that quote. But the quote is self-explanatory, man. I'm thankful for the nights that turn into mornings. Those late nights, early mornings are beneficial to us all. The friends that turn into family. I'm grateful for all my friends that turn into family. If you listen to this right now, you know you're more than a friend to me. You are family. We are all family. This is Sana IE family. I thank you. I appreciate y'all coming together and being here with me. And then I discussed my Netflix recommendations. Number one, the first show I recommend was Lupin on Netflix. Movie I recommend, The Vanished. Another show I recommend, Cursed. Another show will be LA's Finest. Or another show will be Bad Blood. A movie, A Cutthroat City. A documentary, The Black Godfather. Another documentary, Who Killed Malcolm X. Another documentary will be Who Shot the Sheriff. A movie, an action movie, The Marauders. A couple bonus shows if y'all seen some of those shows already. If y'all want some bonus takes, Tiffany Haddish's They Ready. If you want some comedy, stand-up comedy, hilarious, check it out. Trust me. Let me know what you think. Also check out, if you're into true crime just like myself, check out the true crime documentary Crime Scene, The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. Trust me, you'll like that one too. And if you need some laughter and some funny in your life, you want to watch a comedy show with multiple seasons that you like, oh, I need a show that's kind of like The Office, that's witty, that's a little dark and a lot of humor, check out Schitt's Creek. It is one of my favorite shows, and I'm about to go back and rewatch it myself. But trust me, check it out. You'll love it. I discussed the fun facts, man. Why you shouldn't eat before bed. I know we still gonna do it, but at least do the case study on yourself and see how you feel. Do like for 2 to 3 days, don't eat 4 to 5 hours before bed, and just see how you feel. Wake up in the morning and see how you feel after that night's rest. Let me know if it works for you. Hit me up on any social media platform. Or if you're like, I don't do social media, hit me up on the email. You're like, I don't do email. Well, I'll figure out something for you. Just hit up the website and we can connect. But yeah, so eating 4 to 5 hours before bed, before your last meal, isn't really too good. Like I said, we all do it, but it's life. Just do the case study on yourself. Another fun fact was, for hundreds of years, we only ate 1 meal a day. From the Romans, the Westerns, to the Europeans, they all ate 1 meal a day in the middle of the day. It was like lunchtime, but back then it was called supper. But they ate that 1 meal a day. I know you now, you're like, man, we ain't eating no 1 meal a day. We gotta eat 3 meals a day, 3 to 4 meals a day. But some people to this day still eat 1 meal a day. Just do the case studies. Experiment with yourself. See what you like, see what you don't like. Know what you're consuming mentally, physically, spiritually, and just be aware and be mindful of what you're doing to yourself and what you're doing to your body. Then we discussed the Black History key dates, from Bernard Harris being the first African American to walk in space, to Leroy Satchel Paige becoming the first Negro to be nominated into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And we discussed that February 10th, 1964, the key date, the House of Representatives passed the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Man, I'm gonna be back with y'all again. I'm gonna hit y'all, like I said, this Friday, I'm gonna hit y'all with that fun fact show, and I'm gonna give y'all a brief look into my next episode, my next interview, and my next guest, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Have a great day. Have a great week. I'll be back with y'all again on Friday, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Spend as much time improving yourself as you spend wishing for a better life.